Hello, friends. When most people imagine the might of ancient Rome, they picture marble temples or scheming senators. But the real muscle behind Rome's empire wasn't built from politics or poetry. It was forged in the iron discipline of the Roman legion. Picture this. Thousands of soldiers marching in perfect step, their sandals slapping the dusty roads, their gleaming shields locked tight like a giant moving wall. They weren't just an army, they were a machine. At the heart of this machine was the Roman soldier, the legionary. Forget the glamorous image of a heroic knight on a noble steed. The average Roman soldier was more like a super-fit construction worker who could also stab you. Each legionary carried around 80 pounds of gear: armor, sword, shield, 2 javelins, a dagger, a shovel, cooking pots, and even stakes to build a camp every night. Yes, every night. Roman legions didn't just flop down and sleep under the stars. They built entire fortified camps, complete with ditches and walls, before they rested. Because why just be soldiers when you could be part-time engineers too? And don't think you could slack off. Roman discipline was legendary and brutal. One famous punishment was decimation, where every 10th man in a disobedient unit was, let's say, relieved of his duties permanently by his fellow soldiers. Teamwork. Yet it was this strict discipline that made the Roman legions nearly unstoppable. Their tactics were a marvel. The testudo, tortoise formation, where soldiers locked their shields overhead and on all sides to form a human tank. The triple line, a battle setup that let fresh troops rotate to the front while tired ones rested. Flexibility, endurance, and clever engineering meant that even when outnumbered, the Romans could often snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. And it wasn't all grim faces and marching songs. Some units had mascots, like the eagle, Aquila, a golden standard that soldiers would defend with their lives. Lose the eagle? You might as well lose your honor, your pension, and your chance at getting invited to any cool retirement parties. The Roman legion wasn't just about fighting either. After battles, veterans often became settlers, founding new Roman towns across conquered lands. Want to spread Roman culture? Send a bunch of soldiers with strong arms and good construction skills. Through the power of the legions, Rome expanded from a small patch of land by the Tiber River to an empire that stretched from Britain to Egypt. No army in the ancient world could match their blend of brute strength, careful planning, and total stubbornness. But behind all the drills, marching and shouting, the Romans believed something else was on their side, something even stronger than steel: the favor of the gods. Omens, sacrifices, rituals. Soldiers wouldn't dream of heading into battle without first checking the skies, the birds, or the intestines of a freshly sacrificed animal. Yes, really. Nothing says ready for war like inspecting goat guts. Because in the mind of a Roman, it wasn't just tactics or swords that won battles. It was the blessings of Jupiter, Mars, and a whole host of divine allies. And that, my friends, brings us to our next grand adventure. Next time, we'll step out of the dusty training grounds and into the mystical, colorful world of Roman religion, gods, rites, and omens, where every sneeze, dream, and chicken dinner could mean the difference between glory and disaster. Sharpen your minds and maybe bring a lucky charm.